All right, Silver Teamers, we want to just make a few reminders as we're winding down our school year. We're about to get into April, and it's a good time just to remind us all of some expectations that we expect of ourselves, expect of our students. Okay, so as we're watching this, just pay close attention, please. Nothing I say here is new or noteworthy. It's just reminders. Okay, so you need to just kind of check yourself as we're going through this and see how you're doing with the following things. Might be time to kind of step some things up, or it might be time to keep doing what you're doing if you're following the expectations. So let's talk about supplies first. All right. Remember, you should be charging your Chromebook every single night. We see frequently students that come to class and need, a charger or don't have theirs. So you should be doing that every single night. Okay, it should be part of your routine by now. So keep doing that, please. You might need some more writing utensils. Okay, we have a few weeks left, obviously, and you want to make sure you can get to the finish line. So you need to make sure you keep bringing those. What we offer in class is a backup if you don't have yours, but the bottom line is you really shouldn't need the backup because you should be bringing yours every single class period. All right. Also, your notebooks and in general, just your supplies, keep bringing those to your classes. Okay. Whether it's math or science or ELA, bring what is needed for those classes. You might need to restock some things. You might need to just make sure you get your Chromebook charged when you get home from school each day or something. But please make sure you're keeping up with your supplies. All right, that's the first thing that we want to remind you about. Second thing, attitude, a big part of all of us. All right, bring your best every day. Okay, bring your best every day. When you don't, it shows to those around you, to those that don't even know you. Bring your best every single day. Do your best to try to be positive. Okay, that is one thing that is just a life lesson. Always look for where things are going well and join in the work there. Okay, that's just a positive attitude. If it's not positive, which sometimes happens, do what you can to keep it to yourself, please. Okay, negativity spreads very quickly. So we want to just make sure that we're seeing things as well as we can and we're bringing our best every single day. You are more than capable of doing that. We've seen you do it all year. We want you to keep doing that now. The next one, bathroom. All right. So, yes, we have them. We have them here in our building, obviously. You need to make sure you're going before you get to class, that you're going at lunch. That's what that hallway passing time is for. Okay. Make use of that 4 minutes of passing time to get to and from. All right. Use your lunch time to get to and from. Having to leave class to use the restroom should be a rarity. It should be the exception. It should not be the norm. We can tell you that there are frequent flyers that almost ask every single day if they can go to the bathroom. And we also see some of them not using their passing time for that very purpose. So having to use class should be the exception, right? Not the norm. So go before you get to class, go at lunch. That is the bathroom reminder. The next one on our list, food. We love it. It's part of life. We need it. However, we should make sure we are eating all food in the Great Hall. Okay? That means not in the hallways, not in the classrooms, not in the bathrooms. All right? It should be nowhere except for the Great Hall. Okay? You should not be bringing food back and eating it in the hall on your way back from lunch. You should not be hiding it in your pockets, your hoodies, your backpacks, and snacking on it when you can get to it because everybody in the world knows that's what you're doing. So just remember, food in the Great Hall only, all right? Not the hallways, not the classrooms, not the bathrooms. You should also make sure that if you are a breakfast eater, you eat that before coming to character time. Okay, you should not be asking us at 8:05 after you've been in our room for a few minutes. Oh, I need to go to the bathroom. I need to go to the Great Hall. I need to go get my breakfast. Okay, that is not how it works. You get off the bus, you enter the building, and you go right to breakfast. All right, that is the plan. You know that. You should do that. Water, only plain water is allowed outside of the Great Hall. Okay, plain water here. So the permitted beverages include water, H2O, agua, and a couple other words for water in different languages. All right. That is what you can carry around with you. It is good, it is necessary, but just make sure that you're following the rules on that one as well. No hallway work. Let's talk about this one. Hallway access is now limited. We frequently have students that ask if they can work in the halls, and then when that happens, they don't actually work in the halls. So it's now limited, okay? Don't ask to work in the hallway, okay? You should be in class as much as humanly possible to do as well and stay as focused as you can, all right? That is kind of our expectation with that one right there. Backpacks. Nope. You've known this. You should be following this one. Please make sure you are. All right. This is a basic expectation, and it usually ends up being that things aren't organized, things are a mess. You can't find what you need when you need it. It's more of a strain on your back. There's a lot of things that play into why we do this, but the bottom line is you should be taking just the supplies you need to and from your classes. Okay. And that does not include backpacks. That is our final slide. If you have any concerns or questions, by all means, feel free to talk with one of us. We appreciate those conversations. We want those conversations. Just make sure as we're finishing out the year that you're doing your best to keep up with what you know you should be doing. Okay. Again, one of our big things here is that we want our students doing what they know they should be doing when they should be doing it. Okay. And we also want you where you should be with what you're supposed to have when you should be there. Okay, there's a lot of things that go into this, but some of our big concerns have kind of showed themselves of late as the year's gone further along. So we wanted to revisit those with that. All right, that is it. Take care and bye.